Hey everyone, I'm Steven Rosenberg, founder and CEO of Green Purpose LLC, and let's talk some trash. So, I did a little bit of a rant the other day, and one thing that I'm really super focused on right now is finding a way to take the recycling industry and move it from where it is now. And by where it is now, I mean it's been run the same way for the last 40 to 50 years and is very stagnant, and there's all these different things happening within the industry, and in my opinion is setting itself up to fail, or ultimately not really doing any good for the next generation, which is what I care about. That's my purpose, is to really change things in an impactful way for the future generations, and not just put something on my corporate social sustainability report, all that stuff. I mean, that's fine, but the way that I'm trying to do that is to migrate it from these individual local efforts and try to bring this one online movement together, which will then branch off into different aspects of living green, whether you're a business, whether you're a person, really be interactive. So I don't have all of the clear answers to where I'm going specifically with this yet. I have a pretty good idea, but it's not a crystal clear ball that I really know exactly this is what needs to be executed in order to move forward. But that's where I am right now. And so I want to talk about social because I think it's so fucking important that people understand the value of the internet in 2016. I mean, it's crazy being a business owner, one, and also then being a business owner that interacts with other businesses, that are much bigger than mine, and to see their lack of investment in social media, lack of investment in online retailing versus brick and mortar. I mean, it's crazy because they've got so many more people, so many more resources, so many more, all these different things that should definitely point them in the right direction, which is online, and they're not utilizing it. And so what I want to do is take the experience and the things that I've done and seen and been in the trenches about over the last 7 years, and be able to bring that to the online community, the worldwide community, and be able to actually create something and bring people together towards one specific goal, and make it sexy again. Make it sexy. Everybody wants to recycle. Everybody pretends to care about recycling and all these different things, but it's so hard. I get it. I'm not judging anybody for not doing whatever, because your time is your most valuable asset, and if there's anything within your day that affects your time, you better be incentivized to do it, or you're probably not. And again, there's a very distinct variable that differentiates pretending to do it and actually being all chips in and doing it. And so, I think it is so important for the future generations to really have a chance, and to really have some disruptors in the world that are not just going to let this industry still continue on the path that it's been the last 40 or 50 years. It's crazy. And I'm not here to point fingers or to say who does what on the back end, but just say that I know, because of my experience, because of my actual in the trenches work over the last 7 years, understand it, know it, see through all of it. So yeah, I just think that finding an alternative way, and you see it happening everywhere. It's not I'm the big bad wolf of, the waste management industry. This is happening in every single fucking industry now. that's going to be here in the next generation, that's going to actually have a Fortune 500 company in the next decade, because you're either going to adapt to the changes, or you're going to wait too long, and then let's just go down the list. Blockbuster and Netflix. I don't know. I don't want to point fingers. Like, that's not my purpose of this rant, but I do think it's important to at least bring it up and to say that, like, this is no different than the Uber movement or the Blockbuster versus Netflix movement, I think. And you can sit around and cry about it, or you can sit around and pretend like it's not actually going to happen, but guess what? It really is. The data's there to show it. The attention span is there to show it. All these things are there, so that's fine. I don't even want to waste time talking about pretending like if it's not coming, because it is. So yeah, that was my rant for today. So thank you for listening. Feel free to check me out at mygreenpurpose.com. Don't worry, I'm not trying to sell you anything. But if you want to understand a little bit more about me and what I've personally done and built from the ground up, literally started at 22 years old with nothing. I had $6,000 from my savings, and that's it. And I've built it into what it is now. So thank you very much. Have a green day.